Divisoria has an area of 286 hectares and it is located in the eastern side of Zamboanga City, and it is about 6.2 kilometers traveling via the MCLL way. Divisoria, Zamboanga City is in and within Region 9 in the Zamboanga Peninsula, Mindanao, Philippines. The Divisoria Police Station Precinct 5. Maria Clara Lorenzo Lobregat National High School is a DepEd managed partially urban secondary public school located in Divisoria, Zamboanga City. The Department of Public Works and Highways, the Zamboanga City District Engineering Office. Divisoria Wellness Center, also known as the Health Center of Divisoria, it is situated close to Divisoria Flea Market and Divisoria Barangay Hall. Office of the Senior Citizen Association. Divisoria Barangay Hall and basketball court located only in one place. The Divisoria Child Development Center or the Preschooler. It is only beside the Barangay Hall and the basketball court. Divisoria Elementary School is near in Barangay Divisoria and Divine Mercy Parish Church. It is very beautiful school to attend to and near in the highway of MCLL Highway. Divine Mercy Parish of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Zamboanga was established on 2003. It is located in Barangay Divisoria, City of Zamboanga, Province of Zamboanga del Sur. The parish fiesta is celebrated every May 13. The Mass is on Sunday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., then followed by 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., then 10 a.m., then also 5 p.m. Mass until 6 p.m. Good day, everyone! We are now here to find out what are the different cultural communities in Mindanao. Are you all ready, guys? Let's go! The different cultural communities in Mindanao are the Lumad, the Cotabato Manobo, the Bagobo, the Bilaan or Bilaan, the Bukidnon, the Mandaya, the Muslims. Under Muslims communities, it consists the following subgroups defined on the basis of language. They are Maguindanao, Samal, Maranao, Tausug, Sangil, Ilanon or Iranon, Muslim habitants of Palawan, Yakan, Calagan, Kalibugan. The Kalibugan has different tribes. They are Jamamapun, Bajau, Subanon. Let's find out who are the Lumat. Lumat are the indigenous cultural communities or the ICC. They do believe to make up about 10% of national population. Also known as cultural minorities, they had been pushed to the mountains and forests by lowlanders ever since towns and cities were built. Most of the ICC do not possess money or private property, widely discriminated against, find it hard to integrate with mainstream society. The ICC struggle to protect their ancestral domain and cultural identity. Lumad, a Visayan word for native or indigenous, Republic Act 6734 enacted during Corazon Aquino's time, used the term to differentiate these ethnic communities from the Bangsamoro people. The Lumat are non-Muslims or non-Christian, although the orientation of their cultural developments appears to be toward the Muslim groups. Most of the ICC in Mindanao speak languages belonging to the Manobo family of languages, except the Bilaan, Tiboli, and Teduray. Next, we will tackle about who are those the Cotabato Manobo. Cotabato Manobo is a group that has traditionally lived in the southwest highlands of Mindanao, also known as the Dulangan and Tudag. They are mostly Christians and have been largely assimilated, and their traditional culture has disappeared. After Manobo boys and girls filed the blackened their teeth, they underwent a ceremony of tasting new rice which qualifies them for admission into full manhood and womanhood. Cotabato Manobo, a group that live in a very mountainous region of Mindanao between the upper Pilangi and Davao rivers. It is also known as the Manobo, Manubo, Obo, and Obo. It is also divided into two main groups. First group is the Coastal Bagobo. Coastal Bagobo, who were influenced by Christianity, plantations, and were largely assimilated. Next one is the Upland Bagobo, who traditionally practice slash and burn agriculture and derive about 25% of their food from hunting, gathering, and fishing. Now we will go for the Bilaan or Bilaan. Who are they? Is a group that lives in South Central Mindanao, also known as the Balud, Baraan, Bilanes, Biraan, Bilaan, Buluan, Buluanes, Tagalagad, Tacogan, Tomanao, Bilanes. They live in houses scattered among gardens and are also ruled by Datu. The Bilaan people of Mindanao wrap their dead inside tree barks, being enveloped as such. The dead person's body is then suspended from tree tops. The next one is the Bukidnon. It is a group that lives in the highlands of North Central Mindanao, also known as the Binukit, Higaonan, and Higaoan, Guanen. They have traditionally been farmers who raise corn, rice, sweet potatoes, bananas, and coconuts, are used water buffalo to flow their fields. Many have been assimilated and most are Catholics. The ones who remain closest to the old ways live near the headwaters of the River on the slopes of Mount Kitanglat or Mount Kalatungan. They used to live in a communal houses with as many as 50 families, but now they live in single-family houses. Next, we will go to the Mandaya. The Mandaya are an animist ethnic group that lives along the Mayor River. Mandaya youth filed and blackened their teeth upon reaching poverty. These acts were considered aids to beauty which help a young person find a suitable partner for marriage. Next is the Tiboli of Mindanao. People live the southern part of the province of Cotabato, in the area around Lake Cebu, west of the city General Santos. In the past, the Tiboli practice slash and burn agriculture means that the people will clear a part of the forest by cutting the big trees and burning the lower and smaller trees and bushes, after which they use the cleared plots or arable land for some years without any fertilization. Rice, cassava, and yams were the most important agricultural products. Next to that, the people went hunting or fishing for additional food. These days, slash and burn agriculture is no longer possible. The Muslims, the most significant minority in the Philippines. They remain outside the mainstream of national life, set apart by their religion and way of life. Believers of Islam means complete submission to the will of Allah. The creed of the Muslim is simple. There is no God but the God. Muhammad is his messenger. Muslims believe that Muhammad was the last messenger of God. God's message is written in the Holy Al-Quran, in English, the Quran. Philippine Muslim consists of the following subgroups defined on the basis of language.
Maguindanao. Homeland, Pulangi area, North Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, and Maguindanao province. Cultural communities within this region also include the Tituray, Tiboli, and Managos. Maguindanao originally means people of flooded plain. The name Maguindanao was also named after the sultanate or dynasty that ruled the area for several years. They are the largest group of Muslim Filipinos. They speak a language that is in the same group as most other Philippines language, including Tagalog, are believed to have converted to Islam around the 15th and 16th centuries. Maranao, homeland, Lanao or lake. Maranao means people of the lake. Their language is similar to Maguindanaon and Iranon. They form the largest Muslim community and cultural minority in the Philippines. Their families are traditionally large and close-knit. Feudal standing is in some parts still visible. The position, wealth and land ownership of many of those considered from ancestry of royalty still maintain some political position or prominence in their areas. They have traditionally been fishermen and farmers and live in village made up of a new households, but the household have Tausug. Homeland, the Sulu Islands Tausug was derived from Tao meaning man and Sug meaning current and translates into people of the current. Brave people had their own system of government. This has bred to the establishment of the Sulu Sultanate. Leaders from this region moved to other places in the country, spreading Islam and its systems of government in Tawi-Tawi, Palawan, Basilan, Zamboanga, and Sabah. Sama, homeland Sulu archipelago consisting of 5 subgroups including the Sama and the Badjao. These people are highly dispersed in the Sulu archipelago. They are considered both people, spending most of their time in constant movement throughout the islands in the area or living on the water. The Sama are also considered the sea gypsies of the Philippines, coming to Islam through intermarriage with Muslim communities. Yakan homeland. Basilan Yakan is the majority Muslim group in Basilan, south of Mindanao, have generally two spheres of belief integrating Islamic principles and tradition beliefs into what is referred to as folk Islam, were primarily under the Sulu Sultanate, have remained in many instances separate from any rule other than that of sultanates there that too follows. Due to much political conflict in the area of Basilan, many of the Yakans have settled in the region of Zamboangas. Ilanon or Iranon, homeland, Lano del Sur to the Maguindanao areas. They are said to have come from Sanghe Islands in Indonesia between the Silibs. The origin of the name Sanggil, they are people who were already Muslims before they came to Philippines shores. They are also known for their boat making. They have also been said to be buccaneers who attacked Spanish territories in other parts of the Philippines. Calagan, homeland, Davao province, their Islamizations was achieved through the arrival of the Maguindao and Tausug. When the Maguindanao Sultanate and Tausug left, the Kaagan became marginalized and with less improvement in their social organization. Are said by many to have been the origin of the ethnic groups in the area. The Iranian language is in fact seen in Maranao, and Maguindanao language were said to have fought under the Maguindanao Sultanate. Many sultans of Maguindanao were said to have been from the Iranians. Muslim inhabitants of Palawan homeland, Palawan, Panimusan were Islamized through the Sulu Sultanate, through the Tausug who went there to introduce to Islam to the local people. Kulidugan means half-breeds. Originally from the Subanong tribes, these people are called such because their culture has been said to be half-breed. Heavy Jamamapong, homeland, Cagayan de Sulu. They are more oriented towards a land-based existence than most Sama groups, but are also heavily oriented towards maritime trade, emphasizing copra and forest products. They receive many consumer products through barter with northern Borneo cities. Political structure revolves around the Sultanate, but there is also an ancestor-based grouping called Lungun. The elaborate music and dance of the Jama Mapun are related to those of Southeast Asia. Badjao, homeland, Sulu and Silib seas, Tawi-Tawi, Sulu, Basilan, some coastal municipalities of Zamboanga del Sur. Widely known as the Sea Gypsies, amongst themselves they are known as Sama Laos, Sea Saman, and are found living on houseboats where they make their livelihood solely on the sea as expert fishermen, deep sea divers, and navigators. They come to shore to barter their harvest for farm produce such as fruits and cassava, as well as replenish their supplies and or make repairs to their houseboats. Unique to their cultural rituals is the concept of life and their relationship to the sea. Subanon, homeland, the forest interior in southern Mindanao. The Subanon is a group of animists and burn agriculturists, also known as the Subanen. Eastern Subanon, Subanon, Western Subanon. They are quite different from the lowlanders who live around them, who are either Muslims or Christians, have a history of being exploited and taken as slaves by their coastal Muslim neighbors, live in widely scattered settlements and raise crops almost totally by hand, without plows or even hoes. They gather a wide variety of forest products, hunt wild pigs and deer and fish, and collect crustaceans from streams. The division of labor between men and women is very equal.
Good day, everyone! I am Elinor Banagua, and I am your tour guide for today. Usually, when it comes to traveling, you probably narrow down your options to beaches or some hill station. But could a place like Philippines be visited to explore museums there? For few, it may be a question as why museums? But yes, this is the time to go and try out time travel. Let your soul unravel the exciting pictures of the past. Get yourself close to the culture of Philippines a bit more. Get to the museums there and be out with the traditional culture of the Southeast nation. Once again, this is your tour guide, Elinor D. Banagua from Bitibited FSM 2G. Tara! Biyahe na!
A pleasant day to each and everyone. I'm Nurhana Amarani, a student of Bitibited FSM 2G. There are 8 best museums in Philippines. So the first one is National Museum of Anthropology. This is the government-owned museum of the Philippines, which should be visited when you are there. It presents to you the ethnic art, culture, ethnology, and preserves various traditional crafts. It displays Philippines is one go. It has artifacts representing their rich and varied heritage. It is located in Manila and remains open on all days of the week except on Mondays. Where? Padre Burgos Avenue, Ermita, Manila, 1000 Metro, Manila, Philippines. The second one is Ayala Museum. It is also located at Manila, in the Ayala district of Makati. It has collections which depict the story of evolution of the Philippines. It must be surely interesting to see a country other than our home country evolving to what it stands as today. This is shown with the help of dioramas. It shows various artifacts with the specialties of the locals. Unlike the former one, it is a privately owned museum and so a small amount is charged as admission fee. Where? Avenue Corner de la Rosa Street, Greenbelt Park, Makati, Metro Manila, Philippines.
Let's move on to University of Santo Tomas Museum of Arts and Sciences. Does anything from the antique world owe you? Then this is a place to go. This museum is the oldest museum of the country. It takes you back in the 17th century and presents to you a vivid description of the culture of Philippines. It is located in Manila, so connectivity isn't a problem. Particularly the address of this museum is Info Main Building, University of Santo Tomas, España Boulevard, 1015, Philippines. Now we will visit Escolta Museum. This is a cultural treat to the history of an interesting city, Manila. It rewinds the city's vintage things used back during those ages. Mostly the battles boards are in either Spanish or Old Tagalog. It lets you tour in the old setting of an elegant city. Now let's proceed to Mine Museum. For the science lovers, this one is really a gift. The engaging activities are all curated to suit the curious minds amongst you. With so many specific activities to dwell in, you will be spoiled for choice. An amazing experience awaits you. Their website could be your friend for more. Their address is JY Campus Park, 3rd Avenue, Taguig, 1634, Metro Manila, Philippines. We are now here at Clark Museum. This recently renovated museum weaves a story of its own. With its collection containing scenes from the history, it celebrates the history, culture, and brave spirits. It adorns these true 4 of its galleries. It will tell you how the place called Metro Clark evolved into the way it is today. The address of this museum is Clark Report, Mabalacat, Pampanga, Philippines. Hi! We're here at Museum Pambata! This is located in Manila. It is surely a wonderful experience for not only the art lovers but also for the non-art lovers too. Not every art is developed from the old era. Probably the modern, contemporary artists have their appealing factor. This museum gets you that. Its name signifies the importance of the place and makes one aware of the aesthetics and its importance. The address of this museum is number 1 Sierra Madre Street, Subdivision, Antipolo, 1870, Rizal, Philippines! And now we are at our last museum, Everton Banagua Museum. It is ever thought you could appreciate art pieces and artists' ideas while sipping coffee. Well, this place brings you exactly this creative idea. It sprawls over 4 floors, gives you a glimpse of varied arts installations, fine architecture, and unique designs. This will surely let you be in conversation or a debate over who was the best, or which was the best piece, sipping coffee and munching snacks on the 4th floor, which stages a cafe. The address of this museum is 6 Asin Road, Tuba, 2006, Benguet, Philippines! Had you enjoyed our tour in different museums in the Philippines? Well, I hope so. Well, I knew one national museum in the Philippines that is located in Zamboanga City. Are you all guys excited to tour with me and visit the National Museum in Zamboanga? Alright! Tara! Biyahe na! Hola! Zamboanga! Mi nombre es Elinor de Banagua. Ahora takikita na museum, National Museum of Zamboanga City.
Watch the video and mass opening for all the souls and forgotten souls for the souls in physical situation.
Su nombre?
Mi nombre es Reean Concepcion Sangalang. Mi uban.
That has stayed
Su nombre?
Aleisa Joy Sardan.
mass opening for the souls of the following.
Mi nombre es Nurhana Amarani. Yato na ka? De mana naman, ano lang?
Aquí kami ahora para presentar con ustedes el National Museum de Zamboanga.
Entra kita na museum.
For the soul of Sumani.
The Port Pilar Museum in Zamboanga City was initiated and established through the concerted efforts of the Department of Tourism, the Department of Public Highways, the City Government of Zamboanga, and the National Museum. The restoration and reconstruction of the 3 structures inside the fort started in the early part of 1980. After 6 years of rehabilitation work, the museum branch opened its door to the public with a special exhibit on Philippine contemporary art. In October 1987, the permanent exhibit on the marine life of Zamboanga, Basilan, and Sulu was opened at the 2nd floor of Structure 2, showing 400 species of marine life specimens in giant dioramas. Simultaneously opened was a special exhibit on the 18th century relics from the Griffin shipwreck at the ground floor, which coincided with the formal inauguration of the structure. Then former Congressman and Zamboanga City Mayor Maria Clara Lobregat, one of the staunch supporters of Port Pilar Museum, and the civic-minded residents of the city greatly contributed to the realization of development projects in the museum. Zamboanga City is a historic and cultural haven where you can witness everything at once. As soon as you enter the city, you'll be greeted by a melting pot of Spanish, Malay, and Muslim cultures, colorful bintas and woven fabrics, delectable meals, and heartwarming communities from different walks of life. Thank you so much for coming with us. I hope you enjoy a lot. See you. Bye.
A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Nurhana Amarani, 25 years of age. My parents are both Islam. They are from Hulusulul, but I was born in Sabah, Malaysia. When I was 2 years old, we depart from Sabah, Malaysia, and I grew up in Zamboanga City. I have 7 siblings, and right now, my parents are in Aleisa, Cebu. I work for my own study. My mother is my motivation and inspiration of my study. Even though we departed from each other and no communication, my parents teach us how to respect to other people and also showed me that I need to work for everything I ever want in life and nothing comes free. Patience and also have faith in God.
Hi, good morning each and everyone. My name is Aleisa Sardan. I am 21 years old and I live in Tumaga, Charamadya, Zamboanga City. And I am willing to share my family background. We have 5 members in the family. And my parents both Catholic and I have 2 sisters, youngers and olders. And my father's name is Martin Dante Ilim Sardan, and my mother's name is Raquel Gaganting Sardan, and my ate's name is Jindros Gaganting Sardan, and my younger sister's name is Angelie Nicole G. Sardan. My father's work is he is driving a shuttle bus in Alison. My mother's is housewife. My ate is working in the Z.C Museum, Zamboanga, and my younger sister is studying in Don Pablo Lorenzo Memorial High School. And I will thank God we have a big or small family. We are blessed and happy. Thank you so much.
A pleasant day to each and everyone. My name is Ryan Concepcion Sangalang from Itibited FSM 1H. I will be presenting to you my family background. So I will be presenting to you my family background. Further ado, let's get started. There are 4 members in my family. First of all, my respected father, who is in heaven now. Then my lovely mother, she has been source of inspiration or motivation for me. Other is one younger brother, and I will be start my family background from this kind of sad story. So my father died since when I was 11 years old, and my brother is I think 5 or 6 years old from that day. Our life ruined. It's hard to recover from that heartbreak. Actually, my father is my first heartbreak. Until now, the pain is always here. It will not lost. but I know God, He has planned for me, for us, for our family. I trust God, and I do believe that no matter how hard the struggles we are facing right now, I know that we can work for it as a strong family. From that past, we've learned so much. We learned that nothing is impossible when you do what's the best for your family. And especially, don't give up easily. Everything has a purpose. And believe in yourself. So I will be discuss to you the culture. Plays an essential role in the life of a person and society. Culture acts as a means of accumulation, storage, and transmission of human experience. It is that culture that makes a person an individual becomes a member of society, gains knowledge, learns the language, symbols, values, norms, customs, tradition of people. Culture is the glue that holds all achievements. That would be all. Thank you for listening.
Good day everyone! Today I am going to share my life story. I am Elinor Banagua, 38 years of age. I was born on November 30, 1984 here in Zamboanga City. My parents are both from Zamboanga City. We are a Catholic, Visayan tribe. My father was born in Dumaguete City and my mother was born here in Zamboanga City. They met here in Zamboanga. I have 4 siblings and I am the eldest. My parents raised us with love, honesty, discipline, and respect to others. My parents strived hard to send us to school and finish our studies in college. After I graduated, I worked in many companies. I have too much plan in life, and I also work abroad with my sister. As life goes by, I met my partner. He is Raymond Roshan. He is a nice man, respectful, honest, and faithful. A sweet lover that makes my life sweeter than sweetest. I have 2 kids. They are studying. The eldest is John Mark, 18 years of age, and my youngest is Erica. She is 9 years old. Same as what my parents taught me when I was a child, I also teach my kids the Filipino culture like magmano sa mga tito and tita, lolo and lola. Every Sunday we go to church to attend a mass. My younger sisters also have their own family, except my younger sister Evelyn and my younger brother Enzo. I can say I am so blessed having a complete happy family. Thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye! This will be the end of the trip. I hope all you guys enjoyed watching and joining with us in our trip. Stay safe and God bless everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Al Nashro Jani.